On a whim, I sent a message I barely thought through, reckless, impulsive, not meant to break anything. I was simply chasing a flicker of excitement to stir the stillness of my life. The words I typed were brief. You cross my mind sometimes. Quick, almost casual. A tiny spark to jolt me from the monotony. The bitter truth? I didn't even mean them. My name is Emily. I'm 36. I've been married for 7 years. And once, I believed I was immune to the kind of decisions that dismantle a life. I see now, I was wrong. My marriage to Michael wasn't turbulent. There weren't fights or long silences. It was simply settled. We had found our rhythm, predictable dinners, shared chores, a steady stream of surface-level conversation. He'd ask about work. I'd give a half-hearted answer. I'd ask if he needed anything. He'd nod, distracted by his screen. It was stable, safe, but the spark had faded, leaving something hollow in its place. Then one afternoon, I stumbled across Ryan's name in an old university group chat. His profile picture looked nearly the same, still with that easy smile and quiet confidence. He messaged me first. Hey, long time no see. I told myself it was innocent, just dipping into nostalgia, reminiscing about college days, late-night walks, sneaking into the lake after hours. Michael didn't know that version of me, but Ryan did. He understood the girl I used to be. We started talking. Light-hearted stuff at first. A little teasing. A faint edge of flirtation, but no lines crossed. It was all just talk, digital, distant, meaningless. One night, Michael turned in early, exhausted from work. I stayed up, texting Ryan. That's when I wrote it. You cross my mind sometimes. And then, as if to erase it, I quickly followed with, not like that, just old memories, you know? I watched the chat window. His typing bubble came and went. Then finally, same here. And in that moment, I felt seen, like I was 23 again, like someone still noticed me. I smiled to myself, put the phone down, and fell asleep with a quiet thrill warming me. The next morning, everything was different. Michael didn't greet me with his usual forehead kiss. He didn't pour my coffee. He didn't ask how I slept. He sat in silence at the kitchen table, scrolling through his phone. I brushed it off as stress. But that evening, he never came home. No calls, no messages. By 11 p.m., I was pacing the living room, heart pounding. He returned around 2 a.m., silent, walking past me to the spare room. The door closed behind him with a soft click. At dawn, he was gone. His drawers were half empty. His car keys missing. His wedding ring rested on the kitchen island. Next to it, a note in his clean, deliberate handwriting. I heard you say you think of him. I won't stay where I'm not enough. Take care. My legs gave out. The coffee machine hissed behind me. Steam clouded the morning air. I called him. Texted. Left voicemails between sobs. Nothing. His sister told me he was okay, just not ready to speak. I asked if he told her everything. Enough, she said. One careless message, just a handful of words, had torn down everything we had built. And the cruelest part? I never even wanted Ryan. I wasn't planning to cheat or leave. I just wanted to feel something again. To feel desired. To feel like I still had some glow in me. Michael grounded me. Ryan made me feel alive. In one fragile moment, I reached for a fleeting high instead of the man who had always stood beside me. I chose illusion over loyalty. Weeks passed in silence. Then, at work, an envelope arrived with my name printed in cold, impersonal type. Divorce papers. I stared at them in disbelief, as if they belonged to someone else. When colleagues asked, I muttered something about drifting apart, differences we couldn't resolve. I couldn't bring myself to admit the truth, that I destroyed my marriage with a text meant only to inflate my ego. Who confesses to something like that? Ryan messaged again, asking if I was okay. I never replied. Whatever spark he once reignited had gone cold. Now, it just felt like pressing on a bruise. Months have passed. I'm still in the same house, doing the same things, following the same routines. But the silence is heavier now. Each morning, I wake to an empty side of the bed. I reach for Michael's warmth and find only cold sheets. Every time I think of something small to share with him and realize I can't, the ache cuts a little deeper. Sometimes I check his social media. His updates are sparse, but they hint at something new, a chapter unfolding without me. I wish I had been the one he carried forward. If I could say just one thing to him, it would be this. I didn't want Ryan. I wanted to feel alive again. But I see now, I should have held on to the one who made me feel safe. The one who stayed, until I gave him a reason to leave. What felt trivial at the time, a single text, ended everything. And the cruelest part is, I still think of him sometimes.